Hey everybody, this is Doug. Sorry I've been away from YouTube for a long time, about a year. A lot of things have changed for me. Um, Obviously today I'm flying solo. Sierra's at work. um, you know, it's funny how life changes. I'm sure everybody that's watching this or will be watching this knows that. Um, what's new? Uh, my grandpa's Alzheimer's has gotten worse. Um, Obviously, for anybody that has dealt with Alzheimer's, it doesn't get better, unfortunately. For me personally, and for Sierra, a few months back in July, she lost her grandma Chase. Um, that was tough. Um, and may she be walking those golden streets of heaven. And I know she is. She's walking those golden streets of heaven with her husband and her babies. Um, but me, I've been dealing with my own personal, trials and tribulations. I was put under guardianship 2 weeks before my 18th birthday. The 20-year mark passed March 13th of this year. And after the last 3 years of fighting it, I finally decided I didn't want to spend the rest of my life fighting it. And through the encouragement and pushing of my cousin Angel Rodriguez, I finally took the leap, and through a set of phone calls and things, I finally got a lawyer. And I'm finally working on, hopefully, getting my own life back. Let me tell you, it sucks when the only thing wrong with you up here is a high-functioning form of autism that I didn't get through any fault of my own. I was born with it. And because of that and other situations that are out of your control, or in my case, going back to March of 2000, I was in my sophomore year of high school. I was almost 18 years old and still in my sophomore year of high school. Was that my fault? Looking back, probably not. I know when I flunked kindergarten and had to redo it, it wasn't my fault. And in all honesty, I did pass the 4th grade. But whatever. I had to retake the 4th grade because my mom and my stepdad thought I didn't do anything, because they didn't see homework. Well, guess what? I don't know about the school system nowadays, since I've been out of school for 18 years. In all honesty, it should have been 20, but whatever. I don't know about school systems nowadays in Iowa or across the country, but I guarantee you, I'm sure there's kids nowadays that don't bring homework home every day. It just don't happen. They don't get graded papers back. And hell, if they do, half the kids probably don't bring them home. Good or bad. I mean, let's face reality, folks. But that's why I was a sophomore at 18 years old. Almost 18. Well, in the law in Illinois at the time, I don't know if it's changed because I've been out of Illinois since 2004. But the law at the time said that at the age of 18, anybody with an IEP, or maybe without one, I don't know, but with an IEP, that people with an IEP at the age of 18 got full access to their educational rights. Which, among other things, meant that the parent of the IEP student did not, or the student could choose whether or not their parents were involved with the educational process. Meaning, the student could drop out, the parent, didn't have to be any part of it. And over the winter of 1999-2000, going into March of 2000, it is my firmly held belief that I will have till the day I die. The reason why I was put under guardianship is because for some weird, ungodly, stupid reason, my mother thought that I was going to drop out of school as a sophomore in high school. Are you absolutely kidding me? My dad, Ray, dropped out in the 8th grade. He had one heck of a time trying to find a job. Then my stepfather, who for all intents and purposes, was my dad. Come to find out, he dropped out in the 11th grade because he thought he knew it all. That's 2 school dropouts in my life. Do you honestly think that I would have been dumb enough at the age of 18 to say, you know what, I'm a sophomore in high school, alright, let's go? No. I already had a hard enough time in school as it is, and I was 2 years away from graduation. Why would I quit now? But anyway, that's my belief as to why I was placed in guardianship 20 and a half years ago. Actually, on the 13th of this month of October, it will be 20 and a half years. And let me tell you, being under guardianship, it sucks. When you can't sign your own name to legal documents, because it doesn't mean anything. When you are basically treated like a kid, even though legal documents say you are an adult. And I was just tired of it. I'm 38 years old, going to be 39 in 6 months. And I'm just done. I'm tired. I want to live the rest of whatever the time the good Lord gives me on my terms. It's time. Especially when my 2 younger siblings, Marley and Tiffany, they took off from home. My sister Marley's living on her own. And my sister Tiffany's living on her own. My sister Marley's a cake decorator at a Walmart in Omaha. She's living in a place of her own. She's got 2 kids. My sister Tiffany, she's a soldier in the Guard, in the National Guard. So, for them, who also have disabilities they were born with, why can't I do it? But on a good note, on the 23rd of this month, I will have lived on my own for 2 years. That is a awesome gold star accomplishment for me. Yeah, it was late, but better late than never. Now you're asking yourselves, with all those talk about you getting your own guardianship and payee-ship in charge of my own bank account, what do you plan on doing? Well, with part of the money from my bank account, I plan on paying off all my debts. Regardless of how hard it'll be, because my credit's in the crapper. I plan on paying off all my credit card debts. I'm planning on paying off all my hospital bills for my appendectomy surgery and having my credit clean. Totally clean. After that, I plan on getting a vehicle that runs. I mean, it's not going to be some brand new 2021 whatever. No. I'm not going to be dumb like that. I'm going to get a reliable vehicle. I'm going to have it with plates, or plated as they say. Registration, title, the whole 9 yards in my name. And, well, if everything works out, I might put Sierra on as an owner, even though she only has a permit, but whatever. I also plan on getting my driver's license. I know, everybody's going, oh my god, he's gonna drive! It's fine. Yes, I've heard the jokes. My buddy Mike says he's going to build a Saddam Hussein-style underground bunker for when I start driving. I've heard the jokes from my family. They're going to stay on the sidewalks or the road because I'll be on the sidewalks. A couple of my friends up in Minnesota, they say they're going to call the DOT commissioner where I live and ask him if he knows who the heck he signed the driver's license for, and if it was really powdered sugar on his Danish. I've heard it all, but I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. And eventually, when my credit gets better, I plan on getting a house of my own. Yeah. Medically, and with my insurance and stuff. Yeah, I may not be able to get legally married. But you know what? That's fine. Eventually, Sierra and I can live together in sin. But I'd rather us both be taken care of medically, insurance-wise, than having a piece of paper. Because in all reality, that's what it is. It's a piece of paper. I mean, heck, I could get on my computer and make a fake one. You know what I mean? I mean, in all honesty, that's all it is. No offense to my friends and family that are legally married. But in all reality, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, that would be nice to be legally married, but if that's not God's will, then that's fine. And another thing, I want to become a parent. Yes, you heard that correctly. I want to become a dad. And in case you're wondering, I wonder who could be the mom. Really? Gee, I wonder who could be the mom. Obviously, the mom would be Sierra. And for that child, I don't know who you are yet. Quite frankly, I don't know if you've even been born yet. But later on, when you see this, this was many years before I met you. But I want to promise you this. As dorky as I am, as weird as I am, as old as I am, I promise to be the best father that you deserve. Period. I've taken a lot of good lessons from the two men in my life that have been my dad. And unfortunately for you, they've gone to heaven. But like I promised your Grandpa Ray, I'll tell them anything you ever want to know about him. And I'll always be there for you, no matter what. But going back to my update, 2020 has been a year, hasn't it? Where do I begin with that? Coronavirus, the election year that just doesn't seem to end. But you know what, though? For everything I've faced in my 38 years, and everything that I'm sure is yet to come, there's one thing I haven't done and I won't do, is give up. I'll keep trucking, I'll keep pushing, I'll keep fighting. Because I don't give up, no matter what. Because here's my whole thing. If the good Lord above took his time and energy to save me, then how is it right for me to give up on a person, on his child that he worked so hard 38 years ago to save? It's not right, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trucking. I'm going to continue to try to live my life as he would see fit, and keep on. And by the way, for everybody, in the next few days I will be posting another update with Sierra here, and I know she's at work, and I'll be posting other updates as the year goes on. And I will keep you all updated on my guardianship stuff. And when my order finally comes through, I will be celebrating with you guys. This is Doug. I'll see you later.